In today's video, we're going to be talking about the health, the wealth, and the happiness that we didn't ask for Christmas, but worked for Christmas. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Merry Christmas to you, your friends, and your family. In case you weren't able to pick up on it, this is not going to be a regular video. Most of the videos that I post, the camera is face down, pointed at the table with a whole bunch of silver and gold on display. Today's video is being filmed in the woods, but don't worry, brought a little piece of silver with me. So about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video titled something along the lines of Silver, Gold, and a Very Important Message. It was over an hour long, and it was about quite a few different topics all in one. And I posted that video kind of having the feeling that I was like, this video isn't going to do very well. Nobody's really going to want to watch this. Surprise, surprise. I got so many comments on that video saying that it's one of the best videos I've ever posted. So thank you. I appreciate that. I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up video today. I wanted to talk about a couple of different things, which we'll get into momentarily, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe. If you're new, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line. I got one on right here. It's your last day to get one of these. Actually, I'll probably keep it in the store today and tomorrow. But if you don't get one this weekend, you're gonna have to wait another year. So get one while you can. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Use promo code SANTA for a discount this weekend only. And of course, make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Weeble. The link will be in the description. Refer 3 friends before the end of the month. You only got a couple days left. They're going to give you a spin on the Weeble wheel where you're guaranteed a free share of Apple, with the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple. Weeble link in the description. So like I was saying before, 2 weeks ago I posted a video over an hour long, and it was titled Silver, Gold, and a Very Important Message. And in the video I talked about a couple of different things, and one of the topics was asking for health, wealth, and happiness. Or not asking for, but saying that all I want for Christmas is health, wealth, and happiness. And today, being Christmas, I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up, a little bit of an update on that video. Now, like I said in the intro, health, wealth, and happiness is not really anything that you can ask for. It's something that you have to work for. And if you ask me, I think that makes it far more rewarding once you achieve it, or once you're in the beginning stages of achieving it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I've always seen it. And that's why I'm pretty much willing to do whatever it takes. Health, wealth, and happiness by any means necessary. So first things first, to talk about health. One of the reasons I'm walking through the woods right now, for health. You gotta stay active. You gotta stay moving. There's this old saying, don't let grass grow under your feet. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people are doing. That's what a lot of people always do. Look at that squirrel right there. See, I'm like that dog, squirrel. So a lot of people, they let grass grow under their feet. There are a lot of people that, especially over the last 2 years, they have chosen to do absolutely nothing with their newfound quote-unquote free time, especially during the beginning stages when everything was locked down. I have a lot of family members that fell into the trap. Your job gets shut down, but you're getting stimulus checks and unemployment checks, so you're able to pay the bills or a portion of the bills or whatever the case may be, except you don't have to dedicate 40 hours a week to doing your job. Those 40 hours a week, in my opinion, should have been spent developing new skills, reading, learning, exercising, and doing whatever in the world you can to change your life, improve your life. You could start a business, you could find a new hobby, you can get yourself in shape, you could put on muscle, you can burn fat, you could do whatever you want to do. Unfortunately, not a single family member did anything at all. And I'm not making this video to ridicule them. I'm not making this video to ridicule anybody. I'm making this video to talk about health, wealth, and happiness. So there were a select group of people last year who maybe they didn't really have the time to go to the gym. Maybe they didn't have the time to research or figure out a diet plan or really whatever. But that's why I'm here, exercising. The word is sedentary. When you've been sitting around for too long and your muscles begin to deteriorate and you just become weaker and weaker. And that doesn't just go for your muscles, by the way, it goes for your immune system as well. If you don't stay active, if you're not eating clean, if you're not drinking ridiculous amounts of water and exercising and doing whatever you need to do to keep yourself busy, keep yourself active, and physically prepare yourself and boost your immune system naturally, you're setting yourself up for failure if you're not doing that. So back in probably 2013, 2014, I decided for myself that I wanted to feel better. I wasn't necessarily unhealthy, but I remember having an incredibly difficult time getting up in the morning, getting my day started. I was just exhausted all day long. I would wake up with no energy. I'd be trudging throughout the day, and I wanted that to change. I didn't know exactly what I needed to do, but I wanted there to be some type of a change. So I switched up my diet, I got myself a gym membership, started exercising a little bit more, taking care of myself, and surprise, surprise, I started to actually feel a lot better. I started waking up in the morning with ridiculous amounts of energy. I started enthusiastically going to the gym. A lot of people, getting yourself in the door at the gym is almost like a punishment. But once you're in there, that's kind of the hardest part, getting to the gym. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym, but once you get there, it's a breeze. That's kind of how it was for me. I've always been an active person, but didn't really want to hit the gym. And that's one of the things that changed. I started becoming enthusiastic about going to the gym, or enthusiastic about going for a jog, enthusiastic about eating healthier and feeling better. And that's because I was already starting to feel better. And as a kid, I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative that I guess I've been blessed with good health, because even as a kid, I wouldn't even get sick. I would get sick one time a year for 2 or 3 days in the wintertime, just a cold or maybe like an ear infection or something. That's the most severe sickness I've ever had as a kid. As an adult, I haven't even had that. Like I said, in 2013, 2014, when I decided to make some changes and become a stronger and healthier person, I haven't been sick one time. I kid you not. I haven't had a single cold. I just made it through the last 2 years where there's, evidently like a worldwide health crisis. I felt incredible this entire time. And I truly believe it's because of the way that I treat my body. You see, if you treat your body right, your body should treat you right in return. And it's almost like a give and take type of relationship you have with yourself or with your body, because you can't just brutalize your body for the longest time and then just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm gonna have a salad and I'll just be better. It doesn't work that way. Consistency is key. You gotta consistently take care of yourself if you want your body to even stand a chance of taking care of you. So moving away from health, I think we got that pretty much covered. I also wanted to talk about wealth and happiness. I'm going to save wealth for the end. So happiness is up next, and I'll make this one pretty quick because this is actually far more simple than you probably realize. Obviously, we just covered how important your physical health is. Your mental health and well-being is 100% equally as important. One does not come before the other. They're both aligned with one another. They're both equal. You can't have one without the other. Imagine what your mental state would be like if you're physically suffering, and vice versa. Imagine what your mental state would be like if you were physically suffering. You cannot have one without the other. So similar to the changes that I made in 2013, 2014 regarding my physical health, I decided to make the similar changes to become not just a healthier person, but a happier person as well. I started studying happiness, as strange as that may sound. I started to take notes on what happy people would do. You know, positive thinking people, optimists, people who had positive energy radiating as soon as they walk into the room. I remember saying, I was like, man, how are these people so energetic? I don't want to be so sluggish all the time. I don't want to wake up on Monday mornings and be miserable for the entire week, just working my entire week away, waiting for Friday night and Saturday and Sunday, and then all of a sudden become miserable again on Monday. I didn't want that. So I started studying happy people. I started reading books such as The Power of Positive Thinking, As a Man Thinketh. The list goes on. So many books. This is where I started the video. I'll do another lap around. So got health down pat, got happiness. And by the way, it's all a work in progress. Just because I've been doing it since 2013, 2014 doesn't mean that I've unlocked anything or necessarily achieved my ultimate goal. But guess what? Made a lot of progress. I'm a far healthier, far happier person than I was prior to 2013, 2014. Moving away from happiness, let's talk about wealth, which is exactly why I brought this 10-ounce silver bar with me. Kind of a ridiculous thing to bring to the woods, but wealth. Working for wealth. To receive wealth as a Christmas gift or any type of gift given to you by yourself from all the work that you put in, whether it be picking up a second job so you have a little bit of extra cash to put into your a side business that you want to start up. Maybe you put it into silver and gold. Maybe you invest it. Or maybe you just hang on to it and you're saving up for a down payment on, I don't know, a rental property or something like that. There are a lot of different things you can do. And the way I see it is that every single thing you do, whether it be every stock you buy or whether it be every coin, round, or bar that you convert your dollars into, or every single day you put a little bit more time, energy, and effort into the business that you're starting and running, every step you take is essentially a brick to building the empire that you're building. That's the way I see it. So nowadays, there's really no such thing as a bad day because every day equates to a little bit more progress, for me anyway. And that's because I choose to stay productive. It might not be the same for you. Maybe you choose to not be as productive or not put as much time, energy, and effort into whatever it is that you're working on as someone like me who does it 7 days a week. And it's been, I think, 5 years, maybe 6 years since my last day off. I figured out a way this year to work smarter while also continuing to work harder, which is how I'm able to take weekends and holidays off now without actually taking weekends and holidays off. I'm pretty sure I've explained that in the past. I put in extra work on Thursdays and Fridays. That way I can submit everything that I need to submit on Saturday and Sunday. That's it. So with today being Christmas, as I'm posting the video, that is, today being Christmas, I can look back at the year that we just had, the entire year of 2021, and I can confidently say, I can say with the utmost conviction that every single day this entire year, I gave it my all. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. But guess what? I'm a lot closer than where I used to be. So that's how I see it. That's how I'll continue to see it. And I look forward to another year of giving it my all as well. I look forward to 2022. As I said in that video that I posted 2 weeks ago, that hour-long video, there was one point in the video where I said, 2020, as disastrous as that was, I chose to capitalize to the best of my ability. And I'm really glad that I did, because even though 2020 was the worst year of many people's lives, it ended up being the best year of my life. And here we are at the very end of the following year, 2021. And I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative to be able to say that 2021 topped 2020. Which is why I'm looking forward to 2022, because I believe if I keep up this momentum and I keep taking small, steady, consistent steps in the right direction on a daily basis when it comes to all of everything that I shared, health, wealth, and happiness, small, steady, consistent steps in the right direction will eventually take you to where you want to go. That's what the compound effect is. I live by the compound effect. And I believe 2022 will almost inevitably be better than 2021. And I'm looking forward to that. That's a goal I'm setting for myself. That's what my New Year's resolution is going to be. By any means necessary, make sure this year's better than last. And guess what? I'll be saying the same thing at the very end of 2022 going into 2023. I just want to one-up myself every single year. And there are a lot of different ways I can do that. And I think that there are a lot of different ways we can all do that. I think we can all pitch in. I think we can all help out. I think even though I am somewhat of a loner or a one-man team, I think a lot of the things that we do over here, especially in the precious metal stacking community or the online finance community, I think a lot of it is team-based. I think a lot of the conversations that we have are basically our way of bouncing ideas off of one another, are basically initiating different types of conversations, including the conversations that are not comfortable to have. You know, no one wants to talk about going through rough patches. You know, if you're watching this video, I'm just going to go ahead and assume you're stacking silver and gold. No one wants to talk about living through the crash of 2020, or not living through it, but witnessing it firsthand. See, a lot of people got started stacking silver and gold after the crash. The crash is actually what woke a majority of people up to the silver and gold. And you might not have firsthand experience, and I'm probably always the first one to express how excited I am whenever I see a red day, whenever I see silver in the red, gold in the red, the stock market in the red. I view it as a way to capitalize. Absolutely. Sure, who doesn't like a sale or a discount? But no one wants to talk about how intense it is to wake up one day and see spot price chopped in half from where it was yesterday, because that's pretty much what happened. Silver was at about $18 an ounce the day before the crash, and then when everything came crashing down, it had fallen down to $11.90. Nobody wants to talk about that. Probably because it relatively quickly climbed back up. But what if it didn't? What if it took longer than, just a couple of days, couple of weeks to start to notice prices going back up a little bit? And that goes for the stock market too. I'm not singling out silver. It can go for gold too. Gold came down by hundreds and hundreds of dollars in a day. Blink of an eye. You wake up and all of a sudden, gold is hundreds of dollars less than it was the day before. The stock market. A lot of people saw their investments 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% down. Now, if you have the patience and if you have the confidence in the decisions that you've made, you'll be able to weather the storm. But the key word there is storm. No one wants to talk about going through the storm. Everyone wants to talk about getting through the storm. Oh, I made it through. I came out on top. I turned out just fine. But no one wants to talk about the process of getting to that point. It's a pretty scary feeling. Even for me, the biggest fan of red days. I love the red days. Nobody wants to talk about how intense it is to wake up and see that everything has fallen, crumbled, and tanked, essentially. But of course, that's just going by the spot price of silver and gold. That's just going by the dollar bill value attached to silver and gold, so I understand it's a little bit different. It's not like silver tanked. The spot price of silver tanked. Silver, regardless of what the dollar bill does. Whether silver goes to $3 an ounce or whether it goes to $3 million an ounce, it doesn't really matter because it's still an ounce of silver either way. I just wanted to use that to paint a picture. Nobody wants to talk about the storm. Of course, people like to hear, I guess you can call it, a success. I don't know if you want to call it a success story or not, but point being is that a lot of people watching got started stacking after that. So a person like you might only know silver in the 20s with oddly high premiums. That might be all that you know. That might be all that you've experienced or all that you've seen. I was stacking before that, and first-hand experience got to witness the spot price of silver practically collapse. I got to see the stock market come tumbling down. I got to see it firsthand. Not bragging. I just wanted to point that out. I don't even know where I was going with that, but those were just some of my thoughts regarding health, wealth, and happiness. When times are good or when times are bad, you can make the most out of an odd situation. You can capitalize to the best of your ability. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Let me do one more lap around. Here's a fun fact. More millionaires were created during the Great Depression than at any other point in history. And I'm kind of kicking myself. I wasn't prepared to talk about this, but I made a video about it in the past. I can't remember the exact number, but a record-shattering number of millionaires were created by the very end of 2020. Point being is that when times are tough, that's basically a blessing in disguise. And in a way, it's kind of like a wide open door that might be advertised as something else. You might not realize there's an opportunity right in front of you to capitalize on, to attack. And by the way, the term millionaire It's a pretty strange word. A millionaire, contrary to popular belief, millionaire does not mean a person making $1 million a year. That's not what a millionaire is. I guess in a strange way, I guess you can kind of say that's what it is, but you don't need to be making $1 million to be a millionaire. The definition of millionaire, not word for word, I don't have the proper definition pulled up in front of me, but a millionaire is someone who owns $1 million or more worth of assets. You could be a millionaire making $40,000 a year. You could be a millionaire in low-income housing. You could be a millionaire still driving a used Subaru Outback, kind of like myself. Nothing wrong with that. I love the Outback. In fact, if I became a millionaire, I'd probably still be driving the Outback. I might buy a new one. I like the Outback. But point being is that a millionaire is not income related. It's asset related. It could be $1 million worth of silver and gold. It could be running $1 million business. It could be owning $1 million worth of real estate. It could be $1 million worth of stocks, $1 million in the S&P 500. It doesn't matter. $1 million worth of assets. And the proper calculation would be your assets minus liabilities. So minus the debt, minus what you owe. That's what it is. It's what you own versus or minus what you owe. This minus this equals net worth. And net worth is considered far more crucial than income by many people. I do prioritize income, and I think the main reason behind that is because I don't have the most impressive income in the world. I'm not making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So someone out there might be a millionaire, and maybe they're making $80,000, $90,000 a year, and they're making way more than enough to where they don't have a worry in the world about how they're going to pay rent or pay their mortgage or buy food or take care of whatever bills it is that they need to take care of. Someone like me, on the other hand, maybe someone like you as well, maybe income's really important. Maybe you're not yet to the point where you can be completely unconcerned about how you're going to pay the bills, because maybe your income greatly exceeds your expenses. A lot of other people out there, people like me, people like you potentially, I don't want to say necessarily living paycheck to paycheck, but not having all the cash in the world left over after you pay the bills. That's the majority of us. That may change one day. Again, income isn't the number one priority. Net worth is the number one priority. And by the way, I know I talked a little bit about the millionaire status, which I personally am very far away from still. But that's not the goal. That's just bragging rights as far as I'm concerned. Because, like, what's the difference? If you own $1 million worth of assets versus owning $700,000 worth of assets, what's the difference? The only difference is the word. Whether or not you're a quote-unquote millionaire. That's the only difference. And man, if I was worth $700,000, I wouldn't be complaining. But point being is that I don't believe that should be the goal. I am a numbers guy. I do focus on the numbers. I do a lot of calculating. I'm a numbers guy. I'm a stats guy. It helps me organize and set goals and whatnot. But I don't think that should be the ultimate goal. I don't think the goal should be to become a millionaire on paper. To have $250,000 in precious metals, $250,000 in real estate, $250,000 business, and $250,000 in the stock market. I don't think that should necessarily be the goal. It can be a goal, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it should be the ultimate goal. I think the ultimate goal should be far more impactful. And the reason for that is because if you set a goal for yourself that intertwines some form of a personal connection, you're going to be 1,000,000 times more likely to follow through, keep plowing forward no matter what's going on, and make it an absolute priority to get to that point, or get as close to that point as possible. The reason I say that is because setting a goal to become a millionaire, that's not really a personal connection. That's something that's foreign. You might want to become a millionaire because you're not a millionaire. You might want to become a millionaire because you've never seen $1 million before. It's something you've never seen, experienced, held. Therefore, it's not really a personal connection. So what I like to do is set far more elevated goals. I want to be able to put roofs over people's heads. I want to be able to employ people. I want to be able to sign paychecks. I want to be the guy responsible for giving people jobs so that they can provide for their families. I want to be the one to help out struggling family members that are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, still financially struggling, whether it be because of bad financial decisions or whether it be because of unfortunate medical issues or financial setbacks or whatever the case may be. If you set a goal like that, you're going to prioritize it. And that is my goal, or that's actually one of my many goals. And guess what? It doesn't matter to me in the slightest bit if I'm a millionaire on paper, if I'm able to achieve the goals that I actually want to achieve. It doesn't matter how much I'm worth, as long as I can afford to do those things, as long as I can help the people that I want to help, as long as I can provide for people, as long as I can create jobs and put roofs over people's heads, help people put food on the table for their kids. That's the goal. And it doesn't matter how much I'm worth on paper. That's the difference between everything that I'm talking about. It's the difference between being a millionaire and being somebody that set highly elevated goals. More deer. Whole family over here. You don't see a lot of bucks. Not over here anyway. This is actually the first time I'm seeing any around here at all. Anyway though, I'm about at the end of the trail. As soon as I pass through around there, I'll be making my way out. So let me wrap up the video right here. I know this wasn't exactly Christmas themed, but health, wealth, and happiness. That was the overall theme of the video. It wasn't structured, it wasn't planned, definitely wasn't scripted. You could tell how sidetracked I got throughout the whole video. I don't script my videos anyway, but this one, I didn't have any notes alongside me to keep me organized. That's not what this video was supposed to be anyway. Anyway though, I will do a quick little VIP club plug. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. If you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have a ton of different products, ton of different designs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, even coffee mugs. Do not forget, it's your last chance to get one of these. I know the camera makes it look darker than it actually is, but if you want to get the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line, it's your last chance to do so. Use promo code SANTA for a discount this entire weekend. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Make sure to also go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer 3 friends, that's it, only 3 friends, by the end of the month, you got only a couple days left, they will give you a free share of Apple. All you have to do is tell 3 friends about Webull. That's it. That's all. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? I understand it was very sporadic. I understand that it was a little bit all over the place. I tried to do a fairly decent job of staying on track, and I think I did that. Lasering in on health, wealth, and happiness. Do you agree with what I shared in today's video? Do you disagree? Do you want more videos filmed out here in the woods? I got far more compliments last time than I expected, so I don't mind doing this. I'm out here anyway, and I have videos to make anyway, so let me know. And then, of course, what are your thoughts on goal setting? Everything that I explained regarding the difference between saying to yourself, oh, I want to be a millionaire, and saying to yourself, I want to create, generate, and provide value. I want to help people. I want to do this specific thing. I want to do that specific thing. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.